Hey kids, it's me, Mr. Patrick. How are you doing? Good. Well, guess what? I have a very special surprise for you. You see what's behind me? It's the mountain from How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Do you guys remember that? Did you get to see it? All right. Well, if you didn't get to see it, or if you want to watch it again, guess what? We, the library, are putting it online so you can watch it whenever you want. Isn't that great? Yeah! So, you sit back and you enjoy How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and I'll see you again after the holidays for more story time. Okay? All right, see you later. Bye. Ready for the show? Okay. Here we go. It's going to be fun. Who's read How the Grinch Stole Christmas? You have? You guys have? Oh, it's my favorite. Okay, here we go. Go back a little bit, buddy. All right, man. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Every Who down in Whoville likes Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be that his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. But I think the most likely reason of all was that his heart was 2 sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve hating the Whos, staring down from his lair with a sour, grinchy frown. You guys look down too? Go ahead. Look down. At the warm lighted windows below in the town, for he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now, hanging a mistletoe wreath.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're hanging their stocking. He snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here. And he stood there with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming. I must find a way to keep Christmas from coming. For tomorrow he knew all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early and they'd rush for their toys. And then, oh the noise! Oh the noise! There's one thing he hated, it was all the noise. And then the Who's young and old would sit down to a feast. And they'd feast. And they'd feast. And they'd feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which is something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. And then they'd do something he liked least of all. All the Who's, young and old, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Who's would start singing. And they'd sing, and they'd sing, and they'd sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop Christmas from coming. But how? Let me think. Oh, then he got an idea. An awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do. The Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked. What a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick. How do I look? Do I look good? What do you think? All right. All I need is a reindeer. And the Grinch looked around. Guys, look for me. Help me look for our reindeer. But since reindeer were scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No. Why, the Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max. And he took some red thread and he tied a big horn to the top of his head. Max! Max!
You're a mean one.
Just a minute.
Mr. Grinch.
Max!
You really are a hero. Ugly as a cactus, or as strong as a eel.
Come on, Max!
Bad banana, greasy black.
How's he look? Pretty good, right? And then he grabbed some old bags and an old empty sack on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Here we go, Max. Get on there. Put the bags on. Okay. Now I'm gonna need your guys' help. We're going down the slope to Whoville, okay? So here we go. The Grinch yelled, "Giddy up!" And the sleigh started down below where the Who's lay snooze in their tower. Okay, you guys go shaking and put your arms out, because you're gonna help me. Okay? We gotta go down the mountain. So here we go. Oh! Shake, shake, shake. There's a tree! Everybody turn to the right! Whoa! All right. Oh no! There's more trees ahead. Turn to the left. Whoa! Oh! All right, we're coming on to Whoville now. Woo! All right, slow down. Lost my hat again. All right. All the windows were dark. Quiet snow filled the air. All the Who's were all dreaming sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first little house on the square. This is stop number one. The great reaching claws hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. I'll be back. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Climbed down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. Wow! Oh, I'm a little stuck. Okay, everybody, hold your hands out. Okay, you gotta pull. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, pull! Okay, let's try again. 1, 2, 3, pull! Oh! 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 My back! Woo! Oh, that was an ordeal. Thanks for your help.
But what about the sacks?
They're right here. Where the little Who stockings all hung in a row. These stockings, he grinned, are the first thing to go. Whoa. Wow. And then he chuckled and clucked. What a great Grinchy trick. And he went around the whole room and he took every present. Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, and plums. And he put all the bags, and he stuffed them in bags, and then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimney. And then he went to the icebox. He took the Who Feast. He took the Who Pudding. He took the Roast Beast. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, the Grinch even took the last can of Who Hash. And he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now, grinned the Grinch, I'll stuff up the tree. And he went to the tree. And he started to shove when he heard the small sound. Everybody listen. Like the coo of a dove. What is it? You guys hear something? You guys see something? Where is it? Over here? There's nothing there. You think it's there? There's nothing there. You guys sure it's over there? All right. Well, let's sneak up. Here we go. Ha! There's still nothing there. You guys are crazy. I don't see anything. You sure? What? Now look. What? Oh! He turned around fast and he saw a small Who. Little Cindy Lou Who. Oh, no, was it too? The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter who had gotten out of bed for a cup of cold water.
Santa Claus! Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?
But you know that old Grinch was so smart, so slick. He thought of the lie, he thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, and then I'll bring it back here. And this big fooled the child, and he patted her head. And then he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Here we go. All right. And the last thing he took was a log for the fire. And then he climbed up the chimney himself, the old liar. On the walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. And then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouses. It was 1:15 dawn. Quiet snow filled the air. When the Grinch packed up his sleigh, packed it up with their boxes, their bags and their wrappings, their tags and their tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip top to dump it. To the Who's, he said, Grinchiously humming.
They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two, and then all the Who's down in Whoville will all cry. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. And the Grinch paused, and he put a hand to his ear. Everybody, listen! And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, and then it started to grow. But this sound wasn't sad. No, why, this sound was merry. How could it be so? But it was merry. Very. The Grinch stared down at Whoville, and the Grinch popped his eyes. For what he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch stood there puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbon. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And the Grinch stood 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. And then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, he thought, means a little bit more. And then what happened next? Why, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. Whoa! And the moment his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he rode with his loaf through the bright morning light. And he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he himself